Good morning, you beautiful godlings. This is a time for our meditation. So quiet the mind and let's get grounded. Both feet on the floor, arms down on your side. Or you can place them on your thighs and open palms facing upward. And now gently close your eyes and enter into your center, the center of your beingness. You know where it is. It is the place of that God particle, that sacred space of the stillness. And in the stillness, take in that cleansing breath. And as you exhale, relax and soften your body. In the next few moments, I will say words and allow yourself to hear them, feel it, embrace it. Embody these words from the stillness within and just contemplate its meaning. God. I am. That. Know. And. Still. Be. Be still and know that I am God. Embrace and embody this truth of that I am presence within. For we all know that that highest God, that innermost God, is just one God that is right here and right now. And now let's give this indwelling spirit a hug. So with your right hand, place it on your left shoulder, and left hand put on your right shoulder. And now squeeze as you inwardly say, "Good morning, God." And now take in the sacred breath of God. And that is God giving you a good morning hug. And exhale. And when you feel complete, and you feel that you're filled up with the Holy Spirit, you may now open your eyes and continue to receive your spiritual sustenance from this Sunday's celebration. And this completes our meditation this morning, and together let us just say, and so it is. Just stay in that space of the sacred stillness as you continue to contemplate the words, "Be still and know that I am God." And open your eyes when you feel complete.
Loudly. Huh? Oh, is it on? There we go. Okay.
Yay.
Woo, thank you, Matt and Mo. Good morning and welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living. My name is Tonya.
And I'm Kathy Day.
Sorry, the Center for Spiritual Living in Eugene. We're so glad you joined us this morning. We like to get things started with a couple of sing-along songs, so please stand if you're able and sing with us. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Shanti, 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 peace inside my mind, God and only God is moving me. Peace inside my mind, God and only God I live to see. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, 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 Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Shanti, Om. Peace inside my heart, God and only God is moving me. Peace inside my heart, God and only God I live to see. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Shanti, 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 Om. Thank you so much. Please take a minute to greet your neighbor. Introduce yourself or say hello. All right. Head on back to your seat. We'll sing our second song. We are one. We are one. I am you, you are me. We are one. And in this unity, we all live in harmony, 'cause has come. For we are one. We are one. We are one. I am you, you are me. We are one. And in this unity, we all live in harmony, and peace has come. For we are one. Please go ahead. Make it back to your seat. Silence your cell phones, please, if you're at home. Like Radiant always says, silent your washing machine. Great job, everybody. Let's see.
Good morning, everybody. And good morning, and thank you to everyone that's joining us online today. I'm so glad we can be streaming to you and have your presence with us. For anyone who is here for their first time in person, we have a green sheet in the lobby that you can fill out. Just give us some of your contact info. You can also sign up for our weekly newsletter. You can find out how to do that in person or go to our website if you're joining us from home. So at the center here, sorry, I didn't introduce myself. My name is Danu, and welcome to Center for Spiritual Living Eugene. I am on the board of directors, or board of trustees here, and I am also a practitioner in training. And here at our center, we use our teaching, The Science of Mind, to inspire minds and open hearts. Because we believe that spiritually empowered people live richer, fuller lives. And I know that everyone here is open to living a richer, fuller life every new day. In just a moment here. Our declaration of principles for today is the unity of all life. We believe in the unity of all life, and that the highest God and the innermost God is one God. And I would like to welcome up our practitioner of the day, Liz Chrysostomo. And thank you to Ona Chambers for holding high watch for us today. Oh, and once Liz gets up here, we will sing Right Here, Right Now.
Before I get into the treatment, I just want to thank our presider for not massacring my last name. Appreciate it. Oh, believe me, it gets really funny. I think the funniest one was when I was waiting to be called in to do some lab work, and this at the military hospital, and this man comes out and he says, "Chris's tomato." I went, wow. Wow, that sounds like I'm thinking I have that for lunch. And I'll order a Chris's tomato, please. Good morning, everybody. I'm here to lead you into treatment. So, quiet the mind, and I invite you now to drop into your heart space. Go into that sacred temple of the Most High. And now take in that breath of God, that breath of life, that breath of heaven. It is in this sacred breath that we recognize that there is only one power, only one presence, one intelligence, one love, one life that we call God. That is right here and right now. God is in everything that it creates. God is in every breath we take. God is in every heartbeat. God is in your physical form masquerading as you that is sitting in your chair listening to this right here and right now. This is your sacred moment. This is who you are. And continue to stay in that sacred temple and allow yourself to go deeper into the stillness and hear the proclamation of the indwelling spirit that says, I have come. I am right here in you, through you, as you. Oh, how good it feels to just know that the I am presence lives, moves, and has its being in and through as me and you. This is our sacred moment. This is who we are. This is unity consciousness. So as I am knowing and embracing this truth, I bless this Sunday service. I bless this spiritual home. I bless all the volunteers that have prepared this place for you. I bless our talented musicians and our singers. I bless this spiritual family that is sitting here in the sanctuary, and our spiritual family participating from the sanctuary of their own homes. So let us now open our minds and hearts and receive our spiritual sustenance from today's message that comes from the Holy Spirit, and the spiritual sustenance from the music, the song, the prayer, knowing that this spiritual sustenance will sustain us today and the days to come. My heart is filled with gratitude for this teaching, for all our blessings, for this community that is now our spiritual family. So I open to receive all my good that is our divine inheritance as that child of God. So I now speak my word, the word of Spirit speaking in and through as me, and I release it into that universal law, the law that says yes, yes it is done, yes it is complete, yes it is fulfilled. And I let go and I let God. And together let us anchor and affirm this prayer by saying, and so it is, and I let it be so.
So I'm going to read for everyone our February affirmation. I'll read it once aloud, and then if you so choose, you can read it again with me. So, within me, the Spirit of God lives, moves, and has its being. Out of this perfection, I give to the world my love, trust, and joy. Say it with me now. Within me, the Spirit of God lives, moves, and has its being. Out of this perfection, I give to the world my love, trust, and joy. And our talk for the day is going to be, Can I See God in Me? And our musical guest for today is Marty Chilla. Thank you, Marty.
Getting our hearts tuned up, souls tuned up, and instruments tuned up. Also got to thank the tech folks back there. Right, this stuff doesn't happen by itself. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh boy, what a morning already. See if this one works, okay? 2, 3, 4. When I dance your tune. Spring and summer, May and June, light beams beaming off the moon. And when I sing your name to the place from where you came. You're like a spark within the flame. Fireflies and diamond rings, crystal streams and angel wings. You are all the shiny things. You are all the shiny things. You are the shine in my eyes, so divine. I realize that you are the shine in my eyes, so divine. I realize that you are the shine in my eyes, so divine. I realize the light dancing in my soul, so a reflection of you. The light dancing in my soul, it's the mirror image of you. You shine your light inside the clay. You shine all night, you shine all day. And when I walk, you light the way. 'Cause I am one, you are two, forever now. Shining through, you shine in me, I shine in you. You're the light that's in my eyes. When you shine on me, it's no surprise. Feel myself begin to rise. Feel myself begin to rise. You are the shine in my eyes, so divine. I realize that you are the shine in my eyes, so divine. I realize that you are the shine in my eyes, so divine. I realize the light dancing in my soul is a reflection of you. The light dancing in my soul is the mirror image of you.
Thank you so much, Marty and Matt and Mo. We'd like to invite you to join us in our meditation song. Sit back, relax, and open your hearts. I am opening. I am opening. My heart is ready to receive. I am opening. I am opening. My heart is ready to receive. I am opening.
to receive. I am
This morning I'm going to read from Dr. Holmes. Let's try this. Know we are one with the eternal and ineffable presence, divine spirit. We are one with all the love and beauty and peace and presence and power that there is in the universe. It is what we are. Thou hast made us, thine we are. And we are that which thou art, and thou art that which we are. There is one life. That life is God. That life is our life. That life is perfect, infinite, and eternal peace, ineffable beauty, silence, stillness, tranquility, the peace of that which everywhere is but does not move. Yet all movement takes place in it. The limitless strength of that force and energy that supports this universe, upholding its own creation in cosmic harmony. The love which eternally gives itself through the outpouring of its own spirit, to the delight of its own soul, and the expression of its own will, and the joy of beholding. With all this, we identify ourselves. With all this, we align ourselves in simplicity. Nor shall the mind contradict. That which affirms itself shall be united. When I breathe in these words, and I remember who I am, I dwell in spirit, and spirit dwells in me. For this I give thanks. I let it be so. and so it is. Thank you, Matt, so much. And thank you, Nancy Fisher, for this incredible altar. And thank you for being here. Whether you're here physically or whether you're at home in the comfort of your couch with your coffee and your jammies and just sitting there quietly. We really are a universal presence now. And I'm reminded every now and again, my friend Rose in Hungary reminds me that she's watching me right after supper, live, there, because it's a few hours difference. But I'm just amazed by how magical. I grew up in a house that didn't have a TV, and I got a TV in my phone, which can go with me wherever I go. It's not tied to the wall. So we are in transformative, changing times at every level. But the thing that we need to remember to ground us, to anchor us, to bring us into the truth of who we are, to rebind us who we are, as those beautiful words of Ernest Holmes I shared in the meditation. All of that is what we're made of. All of that is who we really are. We are not original sin. We are not born broken or flawed. We are born perfect soul. We are spirit and body living together as one. We are a universal presence of multiple dimensions and multiple facets and multiple personalities and multiple shapes and sizes, and yet we're all connected in one hub. The theme this year is living everyday wonder, which to find in the ordinary, in the everyday, the wonder of the moment, because each moment is all we have. And if I am doing dishes with my mind somewhere else, if I am gardening with my mind somewhere else, if I am talking to somebody with my mind somewhere else, I'm not being present in the moment. I'm not experiencing the wonder of now, of this moment, of where I am. And there is magic to be found, the small stuff really is the big stuff. The little things that we slide, I can get to that later, I can get to that later. When we get to the end of our lives, we find that the things that we wanted to get to later, we never got to, and those are the things. As I'm going to age myself quite a bit here, but the movie Grumpy Old Men, some of you may remember that movie, and in it, Sophia Loren, there was a line in there that just gobsmacked me, and it was, we don't regret what we did. We regret what we didn't do. When we come to the end, our regrets are for the things we didn't step up and do. And to me, that's what today's talk is truly about. This month we're looking at the inner life, and today's talk is, can I see God in me? Now, I don't know about you, but I can go up to the Mackenzie River and sit on that bench outside of St. Benedict's and stare at that river, and I see God everywhere. But when I get up in the morning and look in the mirror, I have a hard time seeing God there. And yet that's who I am. I couldn't be without the infinite expressing through me as me. And so we're going to just kind of do a little exploring today on that idea that God is in, through, and as everything. The entire basis of our teaching, basically, Dr. Holmes, I'm really enjoying the class I'm teaching now with my practitioner students and one of my practitioners. But what we're doing is, the basis of the teaching is that there is a power in the universe that is expressing in and through everything in the universe, that created everything out of itself. There is a force, a power, an intelligence that became everything that is. From the tiniest dust mite to the biggest dinosaur, from underground and underwater to in the air to on the earth, from the most giant sequoia tree to the tiniest little flower coming through the crack in the sidewalk. Everything comes from this one energy, this one source. And it's as the study we're doing is saying, and this is what the Hindu teaching says, this is what the Judaic teaching says, this is what the Islamic teaching says. Everything says there's only one power, there's only one. There's not a multiplicity of them, there's only one. And I find it intriguing that when we go to quantum physics, it explains that we are all made of energy. Quantum physics tells us that we are an integral part of the vast invisible field of energy. Therefore, everything is influenced by everything else. We are wave and particle at the same time. We are both spirit and substance at the same time. And this can make your head go, I know, but it's, the truth is, we are all that, and the proverbial bag of chips. We are all these things. We are all that we allow ourselves to be when we allow ourselves to be that. But too often we take on the story that I'm limited, because I do live in a finite body. I can only jump so high. I mean, although there are people in the Olympics that I'm looking at and going, nobody can jump that high, but they just did, But the thing being, we take on stories about what we can't do instead of believing what's possible for us. And I think some people stop us because they don't want us to succeed, but I think a whole lot of people stop us because they don't want us to get hurt. Not everybody's going to win. Not everybody's really good at the same thing. Everybody's got a different skill. Everybody's got a different talent. And so they try to protect us from ourselves from getting hurt, but they don't give us when we don't learn, when we don't get the opportunity to try and fail, we lose opportunities to learn. I saw a beautiful acronym for FAIL the other day. It was first attempt in learning. That's what it is to fail. You've just had a first attempt in learning. That's a good thing. That's a really, really good thing. I saw an article about a family that at the end of each day, when the family had dinner together, the father would say, "Okay, so what did you fail at today?" And it was about, how can I turn this into something better? When I go to who I truly am, when I realize that not only am I one with spirit, but spirit is what I am. I think part of that scares the heck out of us. Because that means I'm going to have to be nice to people. That means I'm going to have to, show up for real with love in my heart. And it's a little bit scary. But everything is from this one. Everything comes from the one. Out of the one comes the many. It is no matter how different we are, when you get down to the basis and basics, we all come from one hub. We may be out at opposite ends of that spectrum, but we're all connected at the one heart of things. And I was fascinated when fractals came out, at the turn of this century, this millennia, that they finally developed with computers. They developed a way. They had the math to do the fractals, but they didn't know how to represent them until they had, because the complexity of the equation was so huge, they couldn't represent them until they had computers that could do all this infinite stuff. The thing I'm a bit of a math nerd. And the thing about fractals is, you know how you have an equation and there's an equal sign, x plus y equals z? Well, the equation in a fractal, hopefully they can see this on but there's an arrow here and an arrow here. And what it means is whatever happens on this side of the equation changes what happens on that side of the equation, which then changes what happens on this side of the equation, which then changes what happens on that side of the equation, which then changes what happens on. You get my message here. It's an infinite loop of adjustment and change. And when they have those beautiful pictures with the fancy swirling curlicues, the beautiful thing that happens is the bigger you expand it, the more detailed the drawing becomes. So when you have it growing bigger, you're getting more design, and then that design, which was small, becomes bigger. And what finally grokked in me was, as infinite as it is out there, it's that infinite in here. And I'm only this big, yeah, but it's that infinite in here. Am I not miking? Is that what's happening?
Well, I think we want to use the podium mic for now.
It appears that our lovely new.
It was working great for a while there.
It was working great for a little bit, but we want to make sure that people at home can hear us, and it keeps going off. So. Okay. So I need a podium volume now. Then. Thank you. All righty. So. Okay, so those who didn't get the thing about fractals, oh well. It's hard to get anyway, no matter. so even the people here didn't get it, and they heard, so it's okay. But it's up to each of us to realize that when we are talking about, I can't walk now. It's when we are talking about oneness, when we are talking about being who we are, when we are talking about this fact that we're all connected, we can't exclude anything. Yeah, even them. No, even that, you can't exclude that. Nope, you can't exclude that either. No. We can't exclude anything because we are all one in spirit. Now, sometimes we're acting out differently. Sometimes I like to say God had a really good disguise on today. Boy, oh boy, I never would have guessed that was God. But the thing of it is, no matter how we see someone behaving, that's a product of their trauma, that's a product of their upbringing, that's a product of the way that they see the world. That is not who they are. Our behaviors, our conditions, the effects of our life, even my body is not me. It's where I'm living. I am an infinite, universal soul, energy that takes shape and travels throughout time, throughout space. And I'm speaking in the I am that each of us is. There is no one here who is not that I am. And so what I want us to wake up to is how we discover the gift within us, how we realize and stop that whatever is going on in my life, whatever my dream, whatever my trauma, whatever has been happening, there is within me a fully equipped arsenal, if you will, tool belt to deal with whatever it is, because I am infinite energy, infinite experience, cosmic intelligence expressing as me. I came here equipped to handle whatever life deals me. Now I'm holding stories in my head that say, but I don't know, but I'm no good at that, but I don't know how. No, not me. She can't be talking about me because I'm dumb. But what I want everyone to hear is those are stories. Those are stories we've been telling ourselves. And the truth is, we're so much greater than what we're letting ourselves be. We're so much smarter than what we're allowing ourselves to be. We have so much more to offer than we honestly believe we do. We have to find a way to see God within us, to ask for what we want, and then to realize that we have within us what we need to make that a reality. Dr. Holmes says, the plant was in the seed before the seed was in the ground. The oak tree was in the acorn. The chicken in the egg. That which we can be is already hidden within us. If it's so for the seed, wouldn't it not be that for you? Wouldn't it be that? Wouldn't you rate as high as a seed? As an acorn? There's just so much we can do when we give ourselves permission to let God be God in us. And I know a lot of you don't like the G word, so let spirit be spirit, let life be life. Pick a word that does not traumatize you or hurt you or upset you. But there is a holy truth, a sacred power that is absolutely perfect inside you. A pure potentiality that is waiting to get cracked open and allowed to bloom. When I can see it in the mirror. And that's why I really love Louise Hay's work, because she does a lot of mirror work, a lot of things of saying affirmations, but saying them in the mirror, looking yourself in the eye to eye with yourself in the mirror, and say, I love you. You're amazing. Look at what you've been through and still you're standing. Look at what you've done in life and still you're out there every day living. Look at all the trials, all the falls, all the stumbles. And here you are. Amazing you. This is who you are. This is what you are. You're perfect, whole, complete spirit. You are life expressing as itself in a million forms. And what I love, what's really come to me of late, is it isn't just other people. You know, we all have pets and animals and birds that fly that we connect with, and trees and meadows and rivers and rocks. And the earth, when you dig in the earth and the humus turns up and that aroma of life that was and life that is evolving, all of that is spirit. All of that is alive. All of that is impacted by what I do. We create a ripple effect in the world, and we don't even know it. We don't even know how we're doing what we're doing, but we're doing it effectively when we know who we are. I see God in you. Can you see God in you? Love. Love is the only way to get there. Love. 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 I'm going to call our beautiful practitioner, Liz, up to do the blessing of the offering. Thank you.
So take your gifts now and place them over your heart space. And know that as you give, you shall receive. Remember the saying, the hand that gives, gathers. So I bless these gifts that have come in today, these treasures that come from the heart space of our spiritual family, knowing that we're going to take these gifts so that we can continue to maintain our spiritual home, so we can continue to come here on Sundays and commune with Spirit and be in fellowship with each other. And so it is.
Please join us in our giving song. Everything in this world goes around, flowing with abundance, it knows no bounds. Giving and receiving, we circulate the love with gratitude and knowing there's always enough. We give thanks, we give thanks, we give thanks with this offering. We give thanks, we give thanks, we give thanks for everything. We give thanks, we give thanks, we give thanks with this offering. We give thanks, we give thanks, we give thanks for everything.
And now we have another song by Marty Chilla.
Well, this one isn't by me. This one's by the Grateful Dead. Well, I tell you, the reason people still like them, why they love them so much, it wasn't just that it was fun to dance. It wasn't that Jerry was a good guitar player. That was part of it, certainly, but because these messages were there. And for a lot of people, they'd never heard anything like this. And it's said through poetry, but that's really, I think, it wasn't all hype and smoke and mirrors. There was something genuinely amazing there. And so I'll do one of their songs here. It's called Ripple. If my words did glow with the gold of sunshine, and my tunes were played on the harp unstrung, would you hear my voice come through the music? Would you hold it near as it were your own? It's a hand-me-down. The thoughts are broken, perhaps they're better left unsung, well, I don't know. Don't really care. I say, let there be songs to fill the air. Rippling still water when there is no pebble tossed, no wind to blow. Reach out your hand if your cup is empty, if your cup is full, may it be again, let it be known. There is a fountain that was not made by the hands of men. There is a road, no simple highway between the dawn and the dark of night. And if you go, no one may follow. That path is for your steps alone. Rippling still water when there is no pebble tossed, no wind to blow. You must choose to lead or follow. But if you fall, you fall alone. If you should stand, then who's to guide you? And if I knew the way, I would take you home, down, down, down.
The only thing I like better than Marty Chilla is Marty Chilla singing Grateful Dead. So it's time for the announcements, and the first announcement isn't a slide. I'm just going to share it with you. Is remember that we have a bookstore here, and there are books and gifts and things that you can purchase, and the newest issue of the Science of Mind magazine. If you are not reading the Science of Mind magazine every morning, I strongly guarantee, or, urge you to grab an issue. This month is Christian Sorensen is doing the daily guides. He's from Seaside Center down in California. So that's my commercial plug for the day. After the service, for those of you who are at home, and also for anybody else who's got their phone with them and just wants to check in, there is a Zoom meeting for anybody to talk about the message today, to talk about what it is to find God in yourself, and to just check in with your friends. So the link is there, and it's also on the chat in our Facebook page. So you can get it there or on the website. Tuesdays, Men's Coffee, 10:30 a.m. at 5th Street Market at Alon Brothers Coffee Shop. They've been having 4 to 5 people every week. Today, I think they had 8 people for breakfast at, before the service today, so I think that's awesome. And this Friday night, this coming Friday, is virtual game night. Kathy Day puts that on, and you can, again, all of this information is on our website, csleugene.org. Go there, click under calendar, and you can events and find what's going on and how to get there and links to how to get there. So this is really fun, and they've been doing it for several months now, and they're having a good time with it. And the summer retreat. Okay, we had a visioning meeting last week. This week I met on Zoom with Gary Lynn Floyd and Karen Drucker. Oh my God, they are so excited. It is going to be a community retreat at St. Benedict's. That means guys and gals. And there are a limited number of couples rooms. And there are sometimes, I have actually had couples before when we had a community retreat where the women wanted to sleep with the women and the men wanted to sleep with the men. So we have a separate facility for the men and 2 facilities for the women, because it's usually about 2 to 1. You know, you look around the room, okay? But anyway, this is going to be happening the first week in June, and it's going to be fabulous. So mark your calendars. We'll start selling tickets in about a week or 2. And then, we could use a self-propelled lawnmower and some other stuff. And even if you just wanted, if you can send a little bit of money just towards that, or towards us getting some new plants to put in the garden, because it's about time for us to start cleaning up the yard and doing fun stuff for the summer. So if you can support us with that, we would certainly love it. And then, Sacred Service, thank you. I can't, my phone quit turning sideways and getting larger, so I've got little teeny tiny images here that I'm looking at. There's opportunities all over the place for you to help out. Just contact us, talk to Susan in the office, or call me, or email me, or text me. Would love to have you get an opportunity to help out with production team, to help out with Sunday service, to help out with song leading, to help out in the office. There are all kinds of opportunities, and as we said, gardening is coming up, so we'll be keeping you posted. And again, thank you to Bruce Fingerhood for the amazing artwork that he has. He has such an eye. Oh, I'm just a photographer. I said, no, you're not just anything. But he does beautiful, beautiful work. I want to thank him for the beautiful work he has with us. And I want to thank you for just being part of this community. You are amazing people, and I love you dearly. You at home, you here. We're doing something special here. We are, as Marty said, people been wanting this message for years. They just didn't know it was out there. I had never heard of it when I found it 28 years ago. And it's about love, and it's about connectedness. It's about us being together and realizing our oneness. Somebody said, well, you can't really do social justice at church. I said, what is oneness if not social justice? I mean, if we believe in oneness, then we believe we're all in this together. So, sorry, gang, that's who I am. So I'm going to ask Liz to come up and introduce the practitioners, and then we will sing the peace song.
For some of you, you are aware that I am new to your spiritual community, but I do want to make a comment. Spiritual communities, other CSLs in here, they have their practitioners, and you should feel blessed that right here in this spiritual community are some really awesome practitioners. So if they would come up here and join me up here, please, so that they would know who they are. And if you would, if they would introduce themselves, starting here at my far right.
Ona Chambers, Kathy Day,
Radiant Gaines.
And I'm Reverend Liz.
and I'm Linda.
Now, these beautiful people up here have spent hundreds of hours taking practitioner studies. And maybe for some of them, I feel like thousands of hours, and plus money, of course. But they are trained. I mean, they are really trained to do prayer. So, in other words, it comes down to this. If you don't believe it for yourself, let us believe it for you. Because we know every single person up here, all of us, we know how to get to that field of infinite possibilities. So if there is anything that's been weighing on you and you need the power of prayer, we not only feed you spiritual sustenance here from our message and our music, but we are also here to give you prayer. So find any of these beautiful souls, and they will love to take the time to pray for you. And I can say that in the truth that we do love to pray. And the reason that we love to pray for you is because when we pray for you, we are praying for ourselves. Like Reverend Linda said, it's all one. So just come up. I'll be up here after service, and you can find these beautiful souls out there. And if you have any prayer requests, I'm sure you can do that online as well. But anyway, we are here to serve you. So let us serve you by taking you into that field of infinite possibility with your prayer request. And so it is.
I see God everywhere. Especially in the mirror. And so it is.
Yeah, that did not work.
My business card.